Grand Rising, guys and goddesses. Welcome back to 150 bucks with the G man. Yours truly. So today, as I said yesterday, we know what this episode about. How we play this game called life. Now a lot of people they like, what you mean a game? Nigga, this real life, cuz. Nigga, this real life shit, cuz. Nigga, the shit I go through every day, nigga, this real life shit, cuz. No, it's not. It's not lying. Your imagination makes things bigger than what reality is. And the reality of the situation is everybody's playing a game called resurrection. Everybody's playing a game called life. Now, some people don't believe in resurrection. Other people, they damn sure don't believe in life over death. But, excuse me. Fun fact about saying the word excuse me. The word excuse me come from slavery days when black families used to see, well, not slavery, segregation days, where black families used to see white people and would have to step in the mud, put their head down and say, excuse me, and don't look at the white man because you might get hanged. Man, I'm excused. If they don't say excuse me, they get bumped, But it's just a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole game, this really goes for the gamers. Gamers gonna really get today what I'm getting at. Because every video game has a storyline, or is no point in the video game. Now, not every video game. Some games, like, their storyline isn't like a game like Spider-Man or Naruto or Dying Light or Call of Duty, or it's not always a storyline. Sometimes it's more so of dying and come back to life day by day, like Mario. There's so many different things. Like, so look, when you come in this world and you play this game is simply like this, right? You play this game called life or death. Look, you can call it many names. It's like so many different sections to the game, like chapters of a book. There's so many different levels to a game. Like when you playing a game, say if I beat this game called life, right? And I'm at level 75%. But I said I beat the game though. I'm telling myself I beat the game. But the game is telling me no. You're only at 75%. You're still missing the 25%. So that means that somewhere apart in the storyline, I was taking shortcuts. Somewhere apart in the storyline, I was jumping too far ahead, or I ignored the side quest, or I ignored the side mission. And when people pass and they leave and they read the credits, or some people get stuck here because they haven't beat the game, right? Some people get stuck here and they feel like there's no way that they could advance. Other people, it's like them phone games, like it's unlimited amount of levels. Sometimes some games they have limit, but some games it's like on the phone you got unlimited amount of levels, and it's like you can't get to that next level until you get 3 stars, right? So think about like games like Angry Birds and different things like that. You don't even want to pass this level until you get 3 stars. Some people get impatient, or some people get frustrated, and they don't care if they got 1 star. They go to the next one and try to get 3 stars. So say they beat the whole game, they go back and they look like, wow, I still got 1 star here. I got 2 stars there. I still got 1 star here. I got no stars. I don't know how I was able to skip that one. That's another thing, right? So last night, I really had this big outburst of uncontrolled emotions. That's what I like to call it, because that's exactly what it is. When you had that moment of getting too caught up or too serious in the game, forgetting who you are, because some of us are old souls, some of us are new souls, but we all came here with a soul contract, and a soul contract was simply this. You come into this world, it's called reality. And in this game, you'll be playing as this avatar. What you'll use as a controller, everything in this world mimics God. So listen, what you use as a controller is your mind. And what controls the mind is your spirit. So the person who's controlling the controller is the spirit. The controller is your mind. And your mind moves your body. But the spirit is expressing itself through the connections and the electrons shooting through the body at any given second. Like if I had my electricity cut off right here and flowing everywhere else, I wouldn't be able to use my arm. But since it flowed all the way from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, connecting my soul, it's so many different. So if y'all could comprehend that, right? Y'all gonna comprehend this whole video. Y'all could simply catch that and understand that, y'all gonna understand the deepness of this video. Because life is only as serious as you make it. Nothing in this world is nor good or bad, but only thinking makes it so. So think about you playing a game, right? The game is the best game in the world, but you can't beat it. Now you got people around you who've beat it, people who've excelled, people who's advanced, but you personally, you just have not. And you become angry at the world. You become pissed off at the game. You become pissed off at the fact that they're on level 25 and you still at level 1, and you don't know how to beat that one side character. Like, you know, it's like side villains, then it's the semi-villains, and then it's the boss before you get to the next level in certain games. Think about games like Mario. So as I was explaining last night, because as I I exploded on my girl, you know, and I exploded to where it's like you know, I was trying to kill her or nothing. It was like it's exploding to where it's like, yo, I really get so angry to the fact that I can bring out physical harm because I don't know how to use verbal harm. So in the video game, she was my challenge, and I couldn't overcome it, so I got mad at the game. And she asked me a simple question. Now, I had a choice. Check the question, right? Check the question. Or take the question, simply answer it, and go on to the next question. Well, I failed yesterday, right? I failed because she asked me a question with a certain tone of voice that I disliked. Okay, that's normal, right? For a man, they want respect, they demand respect, right? But it's not that serious. It's okay to demand it, it's okay to want it. You have dominion over this video game because you're the only one who's able to move around your character. My whole life, I've never been able to hop in anybody else's body but Nasir and Anaya Shabazz. So, boom. I went off because, and I was telling her, like, nah, God was talking through you. When you were saying it's not that serious, I just asked the question. When you were saying, why you getting so mad? When you were saying, but, you know, from perspective, you feel like a person is antagonizing you, playing your knowledge, questioning you, you know, all different type of things that just flow in your mind. You get pissed off. Now think about your parents, right? I'm talking about the people who have conflict with their parents every time they see them. Just think about it, right? So, boom. Your parents is the big boss. People in society is the little side characters before you get to your parent. Your siblings is the semi characters before getting to the parent, because, you know, some areas you gotta defeat them because they may not like you. But the thing that you're trying to defeat is overcoming their opinion, overcoming anger, overcoming the hurt or abandonment, overcoming. See, life is about overcoming. Life is about advancing, leveling up, elevating, not going down, not downgrading, not staying where you at, not being low vibrational, not getting pissed off. This is what life is based around, surrounded around. So think of a game like Mario, right? You got the turtles where they can spin themselves and throw themselves at you, right? Them the basic everybody out here, you know, crash dummies, people who got anger, people who low vibrational, some don't think, walk like NPCs. Then you got the people, you got the turtles on the clouds that be flying and they throwing things down at you. They harder to get at. but eventually you find a way to get up there and crush their head. So then now you could take their cloud and you could fly on their cloud. And I'm not saying, or I'm not insisting that, you try to take things from people. I'm just doing an analogy of how the game goes. Then you go further down, you got browser. Now browser is the harder one. Sometimes, for those who really know Mario, you got the part in the game where you got to go through his dungeon, and through his dungeon he got his personal minions. He got his personal people, so you have to go through all this society to get into his castle. Then you got to go through all his minions to get to him. And when you get to him, if you don't hit a certain level of power up, if you don't get certain things along the way, if you don't protect your health, if you don't keep as many lives as possible, say if he defeats you this one time, okay, cool, you got a chance to come back. You got all these chances to come back before it's game over. Now, what Mario doesn't symbolize real life death. Mario symbolizes dying and coming back to life when you go to sleep and you wake up again. That's simply what it symbolizes. So then, boom. See, I had lost the life. I didn't completely, it wasn't game over for me yet, right? When me and my girlfriend got into it. It wasn't game over. So then I had a choice to leave, and I was telling her this. I was expressing everything I'm saying right now. Everything I'm saying conspired from this problem that I had to overcome, this adversity that I've been struggling with my whole life, even in previous relationships. Literally, like, if a person don't want to be with you, if a person don't want to argue with you, or if a person don't want to stay with you, or if a person don't want to come home to, you got to understand everybody is their own main character, even though they side characters in your life, right? But back to the parents being browser, because I'm going to get into that. Back to the parents being browser. Your parents, I'm talking about the parents that's really like, the biggest challenge, because they say, so-called in the Bible, which comes from the Aboriginal tablets, that it will be mother against daughter, father against son, yin yang, da da da, right? I broke my thumb a while back, and it's still healing in its own process, in its own way. But I can't bend it like that no more. Like, I will one day. I'm gonna get the correct herbs. But it's just a part of the game. Pain, suffering is a part of the game. Now, like I said, I was born a man. My character, my avatar was born a man. My spirit has no gender. My spirit has balance because also being a Libra between masculine and feminine energy. But since I come in this world as a man, I have a certain role to play. Women come in this world as women. They got a role to play. So I just got to really look at things like this, right? Women don't want to hear it, right? I like how Fantasia put it. She said, women are so caught up with being the man of the house, the king of the house, when it doesn't work that way. That's not the way the game was set up. It was set up for the man to be the provider. Oh, my bad. Y'all probably looking like, yo, this nigga is wild. Or maybe that's just me thinking that. See, other people probably don't even find zero bother to it. Some people, they find and take offense to it. Some people, it's all about perception. It's like playing an online game. It's like playing a game of Sims, but it's online. Or playing a game of Minecraft, but it's online. Now, I mean survival mode. Now, you can't chop the tree as easy as you can in creation mode. You can't build the house as fast as you want because you can't fly in survival mode. You can't, if you hurt somebody enough, you could kill them inside survival mode. In creative mode, you could just constantly hit somebody and it don't even affect them. So, you got all these different games. You got Detroit. Detroit is a game based off anybody who know, I'm not going to say her name right, but the goddess who made the song Jericho Crumbled. She made that song based off that game because it was a game of choices. Or anybody who ever played The Walking Dead, and I mean the one where you had to play choices, or Arkham Knight, the Batman game. And consistently, every choice you make advance you to this path or this path. Sometimes you could lead on this path, this side being good, this side being bad. And or it was also another game, Infamous. It's based off choices, but it's not like how those games are. You could choose based off your actions and your opinion. It will lead to show you, because your habits will dictate if you become a good or a bad person. So, that's why I'm really grateful for all of these games, because all of it is simply mimicking God, the kingdom. I hit a point in time in consciousness where I'm like, nah, fuck games. I don't want to play games. Like I was saying with the last video, playing chess, even board games, they also symbolize life. Chess is like playing a basketball game. You got 5-on-5, but those teams are competing against each other. But when they at home or they at practice, they're practicing against each other to learn each other's skills and assets, to connect better with each other, to connect each other's mind as one. So when they get on that game day and it's time to go against the opposite team, they are in synchronized. Now, you've seen teams that's not in synchronized, and you've seen teams that's 100% on point together. Same thing with playing 2K online. Cause I used to watch people. I never was one of them people who really played 2K online and got that deep. When I was young, I tried to play career mode and stuff like that. But like for the people who play online, I used to watch my brother play all the time, and I feel like now I'm looking back on it, that was God putting me inside God's school. And it will show how when you put random people together who don't know each other, or who don't know each other moves, or how each other think, or know each other ways of going about life, they are in sync, and everybody arguing, everybody trying to ball hog, everybody trying to show out, everybody in competition, everybody competing, everybody want to be better than the other character, everybody want to upgrade their character better than that character. And sometimes some do, and others, it's way harder for them because everybody don't get the same equal amount, or everybody don't have the same chemistry in playing the game. Everybody don't understand how to play the game the same way. Let me cook. Just think about it, right? Just really think about it. You come in this world, you forget everything. The game is called Mission Impossible. Why is the mission impossible? Why is some old soul scared to come to this realm to play this game? Because when you come in this world, you come in this world with your memory wiped. And the whole goal completely is to re-wake up, relearn, reunite. Because it's not unity, it's reuniting. You're reuniting people in order for all of y'all to come together and fight this big final boss called Zeus, Jesus, Yakub, whatever y'all want to call him. Y'all can call him Satan, the devil, whatever y'all want to call him, Lucifer. That's all up to you, right? And if y'all really want to know what I mean, but this shit is a game. This shit is a video game. Like y'all really gotta look at it for what it is. Like, scratch all the religions. The religions is just puzzle pieces. Everybody's playing their part. For the great leaders in each religion, they're playing their part as they should, as they were born to, as their number, their supreme mathematics and the numbers and the astrology of their numbers play a part. Everybody is born on certain dates, days, months, years. It's all reasoning. Everybody is God experiencing a human experience. Everybody is God experiencing this world that he created. The creator created his creations to experience through us. So I am God in an impersonation of Nasir and Anaya Shabazz. I'm just not the creator. I'm a God in the impersonation of Nasir and Anaya Shabazz. And God wanted to get all these different aspects of this world he created in different ways. So he's in black people, white people, gangsters, scholars, rich, poor, kings, peasants, in-betweens. He is the yin to the yang. He is the light and the darkness. He is the everything. So he created all of this. It all mimics who he is, even down to shapes and things like that. I still got to get deeper into the understanding of shapes. why everything, as y'all look behind me, everything has a certain form or shape. Um, some things can bend in reality. Other things, they stay how they are. They stay firm. Um, everything is built based off the power of four, because you got four squares. See, our oppressors understand that, but the oppressors is just the a part of the video game to overcome adversity. Our ancestors, because we can't speak on the past, we only live in the now. We can't say the future. There's no such thing as the future, because when I get to the future, I'm in the now. So look, everything that happened leads up to right now. Everything is to understand right now, right? So I wrote this presentation of what God wanted me to say as I share this knowledge with the understanding of who we are, right? Right. Same thing. I like how my brother Izzy shared this. He said, I don't fake my lifestyle. I have good days, I have bad days, broke days, paid days, up days, down days, but every day I keep going. You know, that's how it's supposed to be. Now, a woman ran away from this knowledge yesterday because it didn't make sense to her. She couldn't comprehend what I was getting at, because people tend to get too serious in the game. People put sex on the game, and I mean sex on God. They put like a gender on him. Oh, he's a man. Oh, it's a woman. Oh, it's a creator. It's a light. It's an energy source. It's a soul. It's a man and a woman. It's yin and yang. It's masculinity and femininity. Now this right here, this is real artificial, not organic. Let me explain why. Because the Aboriginal knowledge originally came from clay templates. There were white scholars who all came together and manipulated the word of God to basically do this thing called 3 lies and 1 truth. They put their own things that benefit them, especially in the time of slavery, because as they said, we had the land, they had the Bible, they had us close our eyes, and when we opened our eyes, we had the Bible, they had the land. Right, it's just a part of the game. That's how it went, right? Even down to greats like Muhammad Ali, Jack Johnson, Mike Tyson, Andrew Tate, 19 Keys, Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X. Everybody played a part in the video game to get us where we at right now, right? Now, right now, we are in the time of reverse. We're in the time of reverse. So we're in the time of AI. But everything is reverse, like 911, like 9/11. Like the 9 is coming before the 1 when the 1s is supposed to come before the 9. But y'all understand deeper what I mean, because the game is based off numbers. Words, letters, they transpire from numbers. If y'all want to know a better explanation of what I mean, look right here. This is the English. This is the Hebrew version. But overall, I like how it's set up though. I like how it is, because it helps me break down names. And names, I don't mean just as in people, but businesses, labels, and this, that, and the third. Also breaking down and adding up numbers. So how do you break down the numbers? By adding up. So I would take a number like, so this spells my name, Nasir, right? I broke it down by adding up. And when I added up, I got the number 7. My name equals 7, which is a God's number, because God revolves around the number 7. Respect the number 7, because you got 7 days. God rested on the 7th day. There's so many different better explainers than me, because right now they say that it's young for war, old for counsel. But me, I'm trying to be a young scholar for me to go to war. I don't want to be a man who's just going in head first without knowledge. Now, my original name is Keyshawn. My middle name is Nasir. My current name is Nasir and Anaya Shabazz, and my original name was Kishan, which still broke down to equal to 7. So either name that I took on, it was a God-given name. That's why I've always been like Yeshua, which is the original man, or the original story of the so-called Jesus. Jesus, who is really Jesus, reflipped the story. This is all a part of the game. He reflipped the story for us to understand his version. And it's like 3 lies and 1 truth. The puzzle pieces. God knew the devil's, or Zeus's, part as a scientist, as one of the most smartest angels inside of this video game. So he permitted everything. He permitted it the day that he created them. Let's talk about it. All right. Y'all believe in the Almighty, right? Y'all believe in the Holy God, right? He permitted it the day that he created him. So he permitted all of this to happen. Now, they even say inside the story of Job, or however they pronounce it, inside the story of Job, the devil and the God had a conversation. And the devil told God that he was looking for souls to devour. And he said, have you yet to try Job? He said, no, because you have this protection spell bound over his head, but if you release it, then I may have a chance. Long story short, he allowed Job to go through all the pits and hells because God knew no matter which route it took, God had the power to double his blessings of everything that was taken away from him. So that could go to a relationship, money, freedom, understanding, knowledge, wisdom. It all doubles. Abundance, all of it. And now I know this is not going. This is. I like how they put it. Like, this is only going to resonate with chosen people. If you're chosen, it's gonna hit you like boom, man. This shit is a video game. Let me stop taking shit so serious. Let me look at things like lessons. I shared this. Success requires replacement. Now hear me. I'm gonna repeat this 2 times. Replace alcohol with water. Replace failing with learning. Overthinking with action. Blame with responsibility. Toxic friends with mentors. Complaining with gratitude. Netflix marathons with sleep. Fake influencers with inspiring creators. I can't with I can. Now let me say this again. Success requires replacement. This is a puzzle piece. This is a key. 19 keys. 17 million. I'm not gonna say it right. Hold on. I got, see, good thing. I keep it on my hip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cause knowledge ain't free. You gotta pay attention. This ain't something that, you just pull out of your ass because you think you know it all. So, I got to learn. I got a mentor. I got inspiring creators. But look, there are 17 million original people. Original, as in aboriginal. There are 17 million. There are 17 million original people and 2 million Indians, which means that there are 19 million rusty locks and 19 million keys. Keys mean a code, chi or energy. The energy is the knowledge that will become the light to restore higher levels of consciousness to the lost people. Stated by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now let me repeat this again. Because, right, this is 19 well-oiled keys. Because these is rusty locks. And how do you get some metal from being rusty? You put oil on it. So 19 well-oiled keys. There are 17 million original people and 2 million Indians, which means there are 19 million rusty locks and 19 million keys. Keys meaning code, chi, or energy. The energy is the knowledge that will become the light to restore higher levels of consciousness to a lost people. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He been leaving his codes for a long time. He been leaving us different knowledge for a long time. That's why I can't knock any form of knowledge and just ignore it because another man told me that I'm fearing something, or another man told me that I'm the see the devil comes in many forms. It's a part of the game. He knows who he can possess and who he can't. He knows who he can wake up and use against the chosen and who he cannot. So always be aware of these things, right? So getting back to what I was saying, I'm just a puzzle piece in this game called life. I suggest that you watch. Okay, no. I'm reading this because this is a post that I had posted yesterday. See, the best part about this game is nothing is perfect. Like, you know how you play a video game, you feel like it was perfectly made. This world is so unknown and unexpected. A mystery, a spook. They say there's no such thing as a spook God. Well, this world is a mystery and a spook, so that means my God is a mystery and a spook. And he's real, and he's man, and he's everything, and he's woman, and come on. I'm just a puzzle piece in this game called life. Basically, I consistently give puzzle pieces on how to beat this game called life, unifying and connecting the spirits of the Most High. I understand the level of hardness we play the game at every day. On a daily. I have light and dark in my mind, and the darkness always tries to block the shine. But sometimes you gotta put down your grind and pick up your hustle. Look to yourself, pick yourself up, get your mind together. Reevaluate yourself. Pick up the pieces. Get back on that bike and keep on pedaling. Because sometimes you will fail. Yes, you will be imperfect. But you must keep going. Everything in this world, it will hate you or it will love you as you come. No one is perfect in this world before God is in everything. And I am the I am, and I am everything. I am just a puzzle piece in this game called life. Basically, I consistently give puzzle pieces of how to beat this game called life, unifying and connecting spirits of the Most High. I understand the level of hardness we play this game on a life on a daily. I accept that it won't be easy. So rather, if the world believes me or accept me or not, I must advance by controlling my controller, which is the mind which controls self. I'm glad. Hold on. See, the devil is in my comments, but I'll tell y'all. I respect the reincarnated souls for the level they're at, for this is a marathon, never a race. I also express to the public eye the reality of the adversities and the challenges we all face. Since we're all unique entities and have our own special sense of mission, which is simply to share our own perception of truth and to spell out and you spell out your full name and date. I study supreme mathematics, which the world is based upon. Because God puts codes within all of us. Now, I know you're highly intelligent for those watching, but not everything can and does but not everything can or does accept my knowledge, for I am the number 7, a truth speaker, and God himself in the form of Nasir 7, and Ananias 7, Shabazz 3. Here to resurrect the lost souls and shun the dead. Let's become the One Piece. Anybody who watch anime, that's a puzzle piece. Anybody who watch reality shows, that's a puzzle piece. Anybody who play the game, it's a puzzle piece. Anybody who read books, it's a puzzle piece. Anybody who taught to society, the puzzle pieces. Anybody who honors people, who puts high value on people, they're just puzzle pieces. We got a God in the comments saying, dude, shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. The devil is up early, so I must send him love. And never sent with hate, release love. The devil always goes away. Peace and paradise. I thank y'all for tuning in with me, and I love y'all. The high level supreme knowledge in God. God, body, and form, that's all of us. I'll see y'all later, kings and queens.